Hi everybody. So this is week 1 micro lecture, and what I'm doing each week is just finding historically top missed problems in the homework in ALEKS and then going through an example of it to try to help you through some of the speed bumps. All right, so number 6 is a one that people have had trouble with in the past. Which of the values can represent the probability of an event? Okay, so probability of events has to be between 0 and 1, and that's inclusive, so we can include 0 and we can include 1 and everything in between. So pause the video and then come back. There's definitely more than one answer. I'll give you a hint. There's 5 correct values that can represent the probability out of these 8 choices. So pause and come back. Okay, so if you're back, you probably started with saying that 0 can represent the probability of an event. 1 also can represent the probability of an event. 1.33, hopefully you crossed that off and said nope. That's definitely over 1. So is 4.42, so hopefully you took that off the list too and said no. All right, so let's see what else we got left here. So we're looking for 5 correct answers. Let's look at 7/8. So if you take 7 and divide it by 8 in your calculator, you're going to get a decimal. And it is a decimal between 0 and 1, so we're going to accept that as a potential answer. Hopefully you also looked at 0.87 and said, all right, that's 87 cents, right? That's between $0 and $1. So hopefully we grabbed that. Okay, so now we need one more correct answer. And hopefully you're taking a look at 4.42% versus 140%. If you change this to a decimal, this becomes 0.0442. Right? If you divide by 100, that's how you change a percentage into a decimal. That should take your decimal places over 2 places. So 0.0442 does fall between 0 and 1. So I think we're going to select that. We are going to say no to 140%. So let's think about this. If we were to change that into a decimal, your decimal would be 1.40, which is greater than 1. So that's why that's a big no on that. All right. I'll see you back in a minute for the next micro lecture.